Chapter 18 Voyage into the Abyss. The full moon shines in the night sky like a giant paper lantern over the harbour, and the old sloop sits hard aground on her side, with her tall mast and wide spreaders hanging out over the glittering, shallow water. For long hours Holdout waits and waits under the moonlight, sitting in the cockpit, cold and alone except for a great blue heron standing among the reeds. On the distant shore, occasional beams of light pierce the dark from passing vehicles, and a few houses with lights on in the windows shelter ordinary life where people watch TV and cook in their cozy kitchens. The hours pass, and he waits and waits for the tide to turn, which it will, as surely as the paper moon shines and the sun will rise from the east. He watches and listens until finally he can hear the water start trickling in, and gentle waves begin to lap against the hull. He rushes into the cabin and with a flashlight checks the seacock and intakes to make sure the old sloop is not taking any water while on her side at an angle. Things seem all right. So far, no water intake. The tide is coming in steadily and stronger, and slowly and gradually the old sloop begins to lift and straighten up. He starts to get excited. His patience is paying off. Good things come to him who waits. Finally, after many hours, the old sloop is upright, and Holdout anxiously waits for her to move. He fires up the engine and puts her in gear, but nothing happens. He tries to rock the boat, but the old sloop is stuck in the sand like a rock. He goes to the bow and leans on the pulpit, but there is no movement. She is really stuck hard in the sand, and Holdout begins to panic. He already tried winching the boat off using the anchor, but there was no leverage in the sand. What else can he do other than get in the water and manually push her off the sand? He has no other choice. He kills the engine and strips down to his trunks. Then he lowers the swim ladder and climbs down into the dark, cold water, right up to his chin. He takes a deep breath, puts his head under the water, then feels his feet on the sandy bottom and pushes from under the hull with his strong shoulders on the stern. But the sand beneath his feet is soft, and it is very hard to get any purchase. The old sloop will not budge. He tries over and over again using all his strength, but there is no movement. He comes up for air many times and cries out to the moon, "Why? Why?" He thinks of Fontaine and how he got himself into this situation, and he bangs his head on the hull. Why is he trapped in these unmarked harbors? Why can't he escape? He feels the universe is conspiring against him and holding him back. Why? What did I do wrong? He cries out to the moon in despair. Please sign up to access the rest of this audiobook for free and experience the wild coast of Nova Scotia.